Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. Solidarity forever. We shall us to all the prime ministers and to all the head of government has been read. We are going to replicate this exercise in all the states of the federation. We are going to replicate this exercise in all the states of the federation. One state out of 37 states. We don't want one party system. We were given this mandate by millions of people, and few people cannot sit down to destroy such a mandate. We are sending you. I am standing on behalf of all the statistical chairman and the FCT chairman to speak on their behalf that our mandate must be protected. Yes. Abba Kabir Yusuf was duly elected and should be allowed to give the dividend of democracy.
The miscarriage of justice in Kano governorship, a clarion call on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, world leaders, former Nigerian presidents, heads of states, and heads of international organizations, head of local and international security agencies, and all promoters of democracy to cancel the Nigerian judiciary, specifically the Supreme Court, in respect of the Kano State governorship seat. From the look of things, there are clandestine moves to truncate the will of the vast majority of the people of Kano State with respect to the governor they freely and willingly elected on March 18th, 2023, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf. You would recall that during the 2019 general elections, Engineer Yusuf contested and won the governorship election on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, which our group joined just a few months to the elections. However, the mandate was snatched away by the powers that be under very controversial circumstances, and to this daylight robbery was given a seal of authority by the judiciary. It is common knowledge that in 2023, with a few months to the election, the Kwankwasia political movement and the national movement, TNM, joined the new Nigeria People's Party, a relatively unknown party, without strong structures whatsoever, and were able to win Kano State governorship election resoundingly in a free and fair election, as they did in 2019 on the platform of the PDP. In addition to NNPP winning the Kano State governorship seat in the 2023 general elections, the party also won 2 senatorial seats, 19 Federal House of Representatives seats, and 30 State Assembly seats across the country within a short period of the collaboration. You are also aware that His Excellency Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf won the election with 1,019,602 votes, making it the highest number of votes scored by any elected governor in the entire country in the last elections. Sadly, the tribunal and the appeal courts have both recently obtained the overwhelming victory in 2 separate contentious judgments, which many legal luminaries have described as strange to the laws of the land, ignoring substantial justice, and in effect, snatching from the NNPP and the good people of Kano State a mandate freely given to their candidate, Engineer Abba Kabir Yusuf. As Almighty God will have it, the CTC of the appeal court judgment is at variance with the judgment read by the 3-man panel of the courts, clearly showing that the judgment was in our favor. As a party, we are not taking this development lightly and will do anything within the ambit of the law to take what the entire world knows is ours. Yes. Everybody in and outside Kano State knows that the people of Kano State freely voted for the NNPP governorship candidate and that he won the election fair and square. Yes. While the NNPP has proceeded to the Supreme Court to seek redress, we are concerned with the peace and stability of Kano State in particular and northern Nigeria in general. We therefore urge the Supreme Court to embrace substantial justice by restoring the mandate of the people of Kano State and His Excellency Abba Kabir Yusuf. As we head towards this next level of adjudication, which of course is the final one, there is palpable tension in Kano. The city's atmosphere is enveloped in anger with a sense of shock and agony, pervading every discussion on the streets, offices, and homes. To say that there is combustible mix of provocation and betrayal welling up in the minds of the citizens of Kano is an understatement. The people are bitter, enraged, exasperated, and fuming with fury. The security situation today in Kano State has become unpredictable. Nonetheless, we are not oblivious of the fact that this attempt to forcibly hijack the Kano people's mandate in the manner of a gangster is a ploy to destabilize Kano State, the entire northern region. We hasten to put it on record this moment for global leaders that this is an ill-advised move, which consequences might reverberate not only in Nigeria, but also in Africa and the whole world. The deliberate hijack of a people's mandate in Kano will no doubt have consequences politically, economically, and socially, especially in light of its humanitarian repercussions. Kano is the second largest city in Nigeria, with a population of over 20 million people. It has the second largest consumption of all energy types and is host to thousands of kilometers of AKK gas pipelines to Niger Republic, North Africa, and Europe for the benefit of a better world. Kano is also host to the largest textile and food markets in Nigeria and Africa, from the Dawana food markets to the Kwari and Singer markets. Kano indeed is home to the largest horde of unemployed youths, whose only hope is the mandate they freely gave to the NNPP and His Excellency Governor Abba Kabir Yusuf. The political and economic significance and sophistication of Kano to Nigeria, Africa, and the world economy cannot be overemphasized. Therefore, any attempt to foment crisis and probably war in Kano through the instrumentality of the courts by taking away the mandate of their people in Kano is a clear case of trying to set Kano and the entire northern Nigeria ablaze, thereby creating a huge liability for the world and causing a massive humanitarian crisis, because refugees will be headed towards Niger, Chad, Mali, Libya, Morocco, Algeria, en route to Europe. To avoid this huge problem for the world, in addition to the crisis in Ukraine, the Middle East, and other troubled spots, we are therefore calling on all embassies to alert their various presidents, prime ministers, heads of governments, heads of international organizations, human rights organizations, and the International Court of Justice to draw the attention of the Nigerian president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and specifically the executive and Nigerian judiciary and Supreme Court to do justice to Kano State and the NNPP and the governor. All we ask for is justice to be done to the people of Kano by restoring our mandate given out freely by the people of Kano, who are today terribly traumatized and are in deep pain as a consequence of being democratically disempowered by the tribunal and appeal court judgments without prejudice to the certified true copy that has exposed the dangerous game going on. It is not only a slap in the face, but also a vicious blow to their hope of reaping democratic dividends for the choice they made. Similarly, we are calling on the Vice President, Kashim Shettima, Northern Governors Forum, Northern Senators Forum, Northern House of Representatives Forum, Northern Conference of Speakers, Northern Elders Forum, Northern Christian Association, Council of Ulamas from the 19 northern states, Jamaatul Nasil Islam, Jamia Matan Arewa, Coalition of Northern Groups, NANS Northern Zone, Northern Council of Emirs and Chiefs, former Nigerian presidents and heads of state, former vice presidents, the National Security Advisor, and all heads of security agencies, the Executive Secretary, National Human Rights Commission, President Nigerian Bar Association, Chairman Coalition of Civil Society Groups, Chairman Interparty Advisory Council, Chairman, Coalition of Political Parties, President, Christian Association of Nigeria, President, Supreme Council of Islamic Affairs, and other religious leaders, traditional rulers, National Association of Nigerian Students, Nigerian Youth Council, and the organized labor to also draw attention of the President and the Supreme Court to these developments. Specific letters have been dispatched to all the aforementioned. All we ask for is let justice be done.
Yes.
Let the mandate given by the people out of their own free will to His Excellency Abba Kabir Yusuf be restored.
Yes.
It is important that we highlight the danger of the double jeopardy done to the people of Kano. Yes. First in 2019, yes, and which is being brazenly replicated, yes, in 2023, and the consequences of such actions. Two of the same injustice will be too much to bear. Yes. We look up to the Supreme Court to serve justice this time around. Yes. It's teaching time, they say, saves 9. Thank you very much.